Hi guys and welcome to Trazone.com. This is Mohit Soni. What you're looking at is the Tata Nexon diesel automatic that we're out driving. You've already seen our review of the Nexon EV. A lot of things are similar. At the same time, there are subtle differences, so I'm going to keep it brief. At the front, you get the same LED DRL, the same headlamp and fog lamp setup right here. What you don't get is the LED DRL in between that connects the two. These are of course separate, but there is nothing connecting them in between like the EV. So that's that. The bumper is slightly different, and at the lower end the rest of the bumper is the same. So is the side profile. The alloys look quite nice. We've got the similar coupe stance and design. It remains pretty much the same. At the back it is pretty much similar to the Nexon EV as well. It's got these very nice LED lights with the LED DRL, at least connecting at the back. It still stays there. You also get these Easter eggs, some surprises that Tata has put in, and this is something that has been the same with Tata. The side profile hasn't changed. The front and rear has changed dramatically for the second time. What you also see is reversing camera, 360-degree camera, and parking sensors. The feature list is of course humongous, and what you see here is a very big boot. It is very flexible indeed. You've got these hooks to mount stuff. You've got a light. You've got a 12-volt socket. You've got a 12-volt socket right there as well, so that is pretty handy for the rear passengers. Very solid tailgate, very solid doors. As you see, it's a purple car with purple interiors. Let's get inside and see the fact that the seat is pushed pretty much all the way back, and despite that I have space, AC vents and charging points, and an armrest with cup can holders. The door pads continue to be a little slim, but they can still house quite a lot, surprisingly well. We've got some space to keep some stuff here as well, and what you can see here is the use of plastic on the door, purple plastic used on the door pad as well. So actually it's not plastic, this is leather. This one is above is plastic, and adjustable headrest, 3-pointed seat belts for all 3 passengers. We know that this is a very safe car, 5-star Euro NCAP rated. The same time, 6 airbags come on the top end variant. That is the child lock right there. The purple interior is hit or miss with somebody and with someone not. Height adjustable seats, height adjustable seat belts, ventilated seats on both sides. The button is very weirdly and uniquely placed here, unlike other rivals. The steering wheel that we saw in the Harrier Safari and of course first debuted on the Nexon, we actually ended up driving the Nexon later than the Harrier and Safari. So that is the instrument cluster. It is now a display. Gone are those very awkward age-old designed dials and replaced completely by screen. That has taken feedback way too seriously, and this can be changed here via this button. So you can't you can actually customize what you want to see, but from this button right here you can only see you can only change the way everything looks. So that is the center console with all the buttons. The feedback and the way they operate is actually quite good. You've got a boot open release, that lock button here, and the 360 camera is here. The new gear lever, borrowed from the Range Rover, feels a little bit plasticky, but it is here, as you can hear as well. Charging points, drive mode selector, wireless charger, space just about okay over here, and the button for the glove box, which is illuminated but not chilled, has enough space to keep quite a lot of things. And I already told you about the door pad. The sunroof of course is only the small one. It's I think only the 3XO now has a full size panoramic sunroof as an option. IRVMs is automatic. You've got SOS and concierge service, and of course that is the sunroof button right there. You've got LED lights here, which is always a very nice touch. In true Tata tradition, the AC will chill you down entirely, and this is the big bad screen, which is the highlight. As you can see, the camera quality is downright amazing. You have 3D camera as well, which helps you navigate further. You've got side cameras that work quite well. You've got settings here which will let you adjust all of these things accordingly, and this is actually quite brilliant. And downright
level is low, please check.
Thank you so much. So getting here in the main menu, you can see 4 types of voice control assistance. You get AQI as well. We are in a place where the AQI is fantastic right now. That's great. Temperature is here. JBL modes make an extra effort to make your sound system sound even better than the normal equalizer that is on offer, and you've got other options here as well to make things better. And so that's that. And Getting inside here, back again, you can see there is quick settings which can help you with quick things which you want to there is a software update, phone settings, 4 types of voice assistant: Amazon Alexa, Google, Tata, and you have what 3 words as well. So that's quite a voice assistant from Tata itself, Tata Assist, and obviously Google Assist is also on offer. The touch, font, graphics, response, everything is amazing. It looks really out of this world. It doesn't look like a Tata car at all. The more you spend time with this system, you realize that it is a humongous step by Tata to make sure that your infotainment needs are completely met in these digital times. So that is an investment worth it, and job well done as well. Steering wheel with illuminated buttons, and these also work quite well. You've got tire pressure monitoring system along with power and torque ratings. As you can see, that's how it works. Cruise control is on offer. Steering is still adjustable for reach. I will talk about it while I'm driving. And that is what the interior is like. Again, very similar to the Tata Nexon EV in a very large sense. On the inside, of course, on the outside there were minimum changes. That is the mirror adjust right there. Fuse box is right there. You've got these very nice sort of effect on the plastic, which is sort of feels cheap, but the rest of the plastic, the texture absolutely spot on. Quality is just about okay. There is some plasticky noises and feelings that you get from certain things that also needs to be worked. Fit finish is just getting there. It is quite good in most areas. A few areas there still is room for improvement. Handbrake is still manual, so some people will like it. And ventilated seats I already told you about. So that is what the interior is all about. Now let's get driving. Guys, we're out driving the Tata Nexon diesel automatic, and how is it like to drive? Well, first things first, let's talk about the AMT, because whenever there's an AMT involved, I like to talk about it first. This AMT with the diesel fits just right in the way everything ends up behaving, because the extra torque from the diesel that you get helps with gear changes. They're borderline seamless, and that is great for AMT users and you guys who are looking forward to buying this car or probably own this car as well. This is a very seamless AMT that I've come across in a very long time. I think the last time when I came across something like this, it was the Mahindra XUV 300 when it was called, because now it's called the 3XO. And this I think comes very close to that. But the one over there felt a little smoother because the engine is much smoother there as well. This engine, of course, has gotten much better than before. It is BS6, and it is devoid of the AdBlue system, and somehow Tata has managed to get it without that. So that is also a feat really well achieved. In terms of engine refinement, it has gotten much better. You can barely hear the engine, and that is exactly the right way to do it. Thirdly, the fuel efficiency on this one is a little bit on the lower side. What we can get in city is not more than 12 kilometers to the liter, but on the highway everything changes dramatically, where you get around 16 to 17 kilometers per liter, and I think that number could have been much higher. It isn't reaching the 20 kilometer per liter mark. Of course, you can make it reach if you are driving very carefully. You can probably reach there because it is, of course, reaching 17-18 kilometers per liter, doing 100, 110 all the time. So there is some scope, and the fuel efficiency number, as always with diesels, is dropping, and that's one of the reasons why people are not getting, unless you have a very high mileage use. You commute between 2 cities or 2 states a lot, and that's when you can put the diesel to absolute best use and get out that extra benefit that you can get from over petrols. So that is where the Nexon the Nexon diesel will be really great. And this is actually a car that has gotten much better than before. We've it's almost been a year. Again, it's one of the late Tata road test vehicles that we are making sure that we drive as much as possible. We put out a review this late, but then again, it is something that is worked upon quite well. Drivability, of course, is good in the city. That is the reason why the shifts, or because of the shifts, the drivability is really good. And low end and mid range is good. Top end is just about okay. There is not much to be extracted from there. Most importantly, when it comes to driving, what else do I notice apart from the engine and gearbox is the fact that the ergonomics still remain the same. So if you're sitting low as I do, the steering wheel is almost on your face. So Tata wants us and wants their customers also to sit a little higher, so that you can put your hands on the steering like this and get that SUV feel that you are looking for, and that is why you're buying this vehicle. And it's been a very long time Tata is not doing that. I guess they are waiting for a much more bigger improvement when the brand new generation Nexon comes, whenever it wants to come. And that is something, the couple of mistakes that we are seeing here, we hope we don't see that in the curve which is coming in. It is going to be the bigger brother of the Nexon. It is also going to be a coupe SUV in the mid-size popular SUV segment, but of course that story is for a different day. The other aspect, what I've noticed, is that it continues to be absolutely amazing in terms of ride quality. It is spectacularly well timed. Everything feels just about right, and it is truly very comfortable, very stable, very poised, and doesn't behave like a 8 lakh rupee car, which is the base variant price, and the 20, like 15, 17 lakh rupee car, what the top end variant you will pay for what this particular variant that I'm driving is all about. It feels like a much bigger vehicle, much more. It almost touches the luxury end of sides when it comes to the way the suspension has been done. The steering also gives you good feel and feedback, and that is something is also well done. uh, as always, because we've driven two iterations of the Nexon till date, and this continues to be quite impressive. The steering feels very nice, sophisticated, great return, as you can see. And just look at that bad patch, completely dismissed, not even worth, like, considering that you've just gone over a bad patch of road. This is how good the Nexon is in terms of ride quality, stability, poiseness, and comfort. It is truly really well done. Brakes are also good enough. Body roll, despite a tall vehicle, despite a coupe vehicle, it is well contained, and the highway manners are spot on. You can make lane changes, do whatever you want. The car feels very solid and stable. With minimum steering input, it can change lanes. A lot of people, change lanes with a lot of steering input, and that is the reason why they end up, in sticky situations and all of that. And that is where the traction control will try and help you. So I think one of the primary reasons why we are really happy traction control has made it to cars is because people make this very specific problem maneuver again and again, and end up losing traction and control over the SUV. So try and don't do that. There is traction control to save you, but it requires very minimum amount, and a lot of SUV owners do that, and that is why I'm mentioning this right now, because they have some weird perceptions of how the steering works and all of that. So let me just tell you that with my experience, that really isn't necessary. You shouldn't do it with the Nexon as well. uh, just saying in public interest. uh, yeah, I think that is what the Nexon has been all about. It is great on the inside and outside. Riding is good. Diesel engine is good enough. There are a bit of shortcomings where we love to see better ergonomics and you know uh, the diesel engine, a more powerful petrol engine or something like that, which we will also test drive hopefully in the future. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on our channel for everyday updates. Until then, goodbye.